Hey guys, welcome back. As you see on the table, I got Tide of Iron, the expansion, the Days of the Fox. We're going to go over and show you what we got in the box. A lot of people don't realize this part of the war may be overlooked and not played as much and maybe a little so much forgotten, but this was the point in the war where the war actually turned for the Allies so they can go head on into Europe. Let's get closer and let's take a look at what's inside. All right guys, well we got the lid off. First things first, it looks like in this kit, on their expansion, which normally they have two books. Usually there's a rule of the rules book and then a scenario guide, but it looks like in this expansion they actually included it all into one, which is nice. I guess a lot of people were complaining about that, maybe to save on paper, I'm not quite sure, but either way, it didn't really matter to me, and I think that's just a little bit of nitpicking. But anyway, as you can see here, they show you the new stuff that you get in this kit. You got 78 detailed plastic figures of the British, and they look like you give you some new German figures as well to play in the desert campaigns here. And they look like there's a few plastic new American anti-tank guns and British tokens and stuff as such. Just as always, they go over all the rules of the terrain for the board on the hexes. In this one, it looks like they got some wadi movements. Again, line of sight, as always, they go over. Actions with the new equipment, Germans and American units, anti-tank guns, rules. Transporting the guns, so that's kind of a new part of the game which they didn't have in the core set. Some of the new expansion symbols, and then let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like you get 10 scenarios. We'll go over, show a few of these. Hellfire Pass. Looks like a pretty simple layout there. Not too much terrain, or should I say buildings and stuff, I would imagine, because this was a lot of desert warfare. Well, here's the next one, rescue mission. They got some buildings and stuff as such in there. I believe that's why they added all the wadis and stuff. Add a little element to the game there. If you just fought in straight up desert all the time, wouldn't be too much fun. But definitely different, nice terrain to play in. Some sand dunes and stuff like that. Imagine block your line of sight. And Fall of Tobruk, which was a major battle in the war for the Allies. I do believe, don't quote me, I went back and forth a few times. And Valley of Death. I'm just going to go over a few of those, and they're very nice, detailed instruction manual / scenario. As always, moving next, 2 reference sheets. You got the British side, one for you, one for your opponent, the American and German side. So a quick reference guide always makes things nice on knowing what the stats and movements and stuff are of the units. As always, well done. Little tip, I always laminate these guys, make them last. Something to put out there, give you an idea. Let me go, of course I always forget my knife. I brought it out this time, I just didn't have it close. So here we are, going to move on to the tiles. I'm going to open it up. You guys are pretty much seeing it as I'm seeing it. As always, when I do my unboxings, get rid of that. And here are the, looks like some bunkers and some wadi setups you can do, some bridges, all the special tokens for the abilities of the units. Turn it over, same thing. A little bit of a different Waddy systems and stuff like that, which are always nice. Some of the special tokens for this game. Again, here's a roadway, some desert roads, some more waddies, looks like some rough terrain, sand dune. Here's your houses or buildings that you'd be possibly fighting in. Looks like some anti-tank obstacles, more rough terrain, more sand dunes. So they're gonna be a pretty good little mix. Not a lot, as in some of them they're anywhere 3 to 4. I think all together on the figures here, they were saying, I think I saw on the back of the box, there's over 90 new pieces to add in there. Let's get these open and get you a few close-ups. Looks like one of the German tanks. Gray is usually German. There's that anti-tank gun. Very well detailed. For quick, guns are a little bent, but you can always bend those back. For what this game is, it's pretty well detailed and nice. Let's see here. Looks like some British stuff. Tanks. I thought I saw something in here. Here's some transport trucks. See if I can hold that up like that for you. And it had like a half-track looking thing, which was the British. Very cool, like an armored personnel little carrier. Not much firepower, but can move and tow stuff, which is cool. Here's looks like some British anti-tank guns. I can see that there with my hand so small. And just the normal units, guys, like you normally have. So that's the pieces, like I said, over 90 new pieces in the box. You got your bases, of course, and also use things out of your core set for the Germans and Americans. Deck of cards. We'll open those up. I don't know what the new ones are, but I'm just showing you what you actually get in the box. If you guys do next time, just leave a comment below. You want me to go through all the cards, I will. I just don't want to bore anyone to death. And here's the tiles. Usually it's about 12 in a set. I don't know, probably making everybody nervous out there. Oh my God, he's going to cut the new game boards. I make myself nervous every time I do that. But like I said, I'm going to go over a few of these. Actually, on the boards, I got some houses already in there. Detail on these things are awesome, guys. Not a lot of color. Again, fighting in the war in the desert. Can't imagine myself. Kind of brings you back all the conditions and the environment you would have worked in or fought in. Was incredible. That's why I love these history games. Kind of gives you appreciation what other people did. There's another tile, double-sided, roads. Looks like some high ground, rough terrain, some rocks. So probably some new rules for some of this stuff. Passing, probably very similar to the other sets and core set. But just so you know what each one does, it is in the pamphlet. Here's one with a bridge on it. A bunch of rubble and just destroyed equipment and stuff, it looks like. Very nice tiles, always by in Tide of Iron. Very thick cardboard, super duty. Definitely think it'll last the test of time. My other game I've had for a while. Let's see how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? 3, 6. Yep, 9 tiles in this one. My bad. I think most time you get 12. But like I said, there's not a lot of stuff you can possibly do in the desert. But it gives you that feel in that environment. And they seem to cover it in 9 instead of 12. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You liked it. Give me a thumbs up. Please comment below. Let me know about some other games you'd like to see unboxing if possible. Here shortly, I'm definitely going to get some gameplay of Tired of Iron on the table. I'm actually think I'm going to start with the core set and work through every single scenario and show you gameplay, and then also start hopping into the expansions here shortly. Just working on getting to it, guys. But anyway, like I said, comment below, subscribe, greatly appreciated. It's always appreciated here on the channel. And if you see some RC stuff, don't worry, you're in the right place. That's just my other obsession I got. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.